say and spell your name and what your title is?
Okay, it's Scott McGolpin, McGolpin. I'm the Public Works Director for the County of Santa Barbara.
Awesome. Thank you for being here today. So this is, of course, has to do with the Lund Memorial. What type of complaints, if any, has the county received from drivers about this memorial site?
We've had a couple complaints from the community about the memorial. The memorial went up about a year ago along Ballard Canyon Road, and we worked with the family, and our sympathy goes out to the family family and friends for the loss of that young lady in the accident out of Ballard Canyon Road. And about a year ago, a memorial started to go up in that location, and it continued to grow over the last year.
So what is the next step for this memorial location?
About a week ago, they were put on notice that the memorial needed to be removed, and the family went out and removed the memorial over the weekend.
What is the county's message to Mr. Lund?
Well, I don't know if we have a specific message just to the family, but to the traveling public. It's the public's right-of-way, and we don't allow illegal encroachments in the road right-of-way. We do understand that at times memorials do go up in the road right-of-way. That also is considered an illegal encroachment. But we understand families go through the grieving process, and typically after about 2 to 3 months, the family goes back and removes the memorial. And if they don't, the county will go in and pick the memorial up and bring it to one of our facilities and keep it for a few months. And family members typically come and see us, and we return the personal belongings to them. This one stayed up longer than most memorials, and it went over a year and unfortunately continued to grow. And from our perspective, that became a safety issue for the traveling public, and that's why it needed to be removed.
You said that it was interfering with the public roadway, and of course, you know, when you see out in the country, you see memorials out in the highways and all that aren't on the street. Is there anything he can do to where it could stay in the current location?
In the public's right-of-way, no, because it's an extremely narrow piece of road. It's a rural road. We have about less than 20 feet of pavement there. It's in a hairpin, and the sight distance is not very good for the traveling public. So we would not, even if he came to us and tried to go through the appropriate process to legalize this memorial, it's not one that we could legalize just because of the conditions of the roadway.
So of course you talked about him going through a legalization process. Is there any other solutions that can still have this memorial for Emma?
We understand that Caltrans actually has a process to memorialize people who lose their lives in tragic accidents, and we're going to research that process to see if that's something that we could potentially adopt in Santa Barbara County. So it would help this family and others who are going through a grieving process like this.
Anything else you want to add?
Oh, and there's also another option as well for memorials, and they can certainly be installed on private property as long as it doesn't cause any potential safety issues in the road right away.
Is there any information on a website that you can refer us to?
We don't typically have information like that because that would be something that they'd have to work out with private property owners.